Have you ever heard the phrase, never judge a book by its cover? This is said because you never know what's on the inside of this book until you open it up and actually read it. Same is true when it comes to meeting people. A person may not be dressed very nicely, or they may not have their hair done, and you may look at them and just think, oh, they're just so gross and I don't like that person. Although that's really not a fair assumption, because you don't know anything about that person until you actually get to know them. Just by what they wear, maybe they can't afford to wear nice clothes, or maybe they don't have the time to put into their hair and makeup before they go somewhere. It's very easy to look at someone and make a judgment, and I myself can be guilty of this. I admit it. However, like back in high school, I remember there was a girl that nobody talked to because she didn't wear the name brand nice clothes, and she didn't have her hair done every day. And come to find out, like, this person was really smart. She just came from a poor family, and she was a very nice person. She cared about others and always liked helping others and wanted to help others. And I have met people that dress really nice, look really nice, and they're some of the rudest people that I've ever encountered. I mean, so you never know. And you really need to take the time to get to know a person before you just make an assumption that you do or do not like that person. It's hard to do, I know, but there's many different kinds of people in this world, and the poor kid that lives in the trailer that wears the same clothes every day, he may be really smart and grow up to be president. You never know. You really need to take the time to get to know people. I really believe that if we all took the time to be a little bit nicer and kind of get to know other people a little bit better, I think the world would be a much happier, friendly place. And it's just not fair to make assumptions about people by what they look like. It's funny because as you get older, like as I've gotten older, I've realized this more and more all the time. I've met a lot of people at jobs and just out in public, and some of the nicest people I've ever met are the ones that 10, 15 years ago I never would have talked to, because I would have just felt like they were dirty and gross, and why would I talk to them? And it's sad, but the world is that way, and it's really too bad, because maybe if we'd all just step back and remember that we can't judge a book by its cover, that the world would be a much happier place, and everyone would get along better, it'd be friendlier. And you never know, that person that you've never talked to because you just automatically didn't like, maybe they could have been your best friend. And it's sad that the world is so judgmental that way. I know that I tend to do it without realizing I'm doing it. And so it's kind of we all need to make a conscious decision to not judge people by their appearances.